I had a meltdown because I thought I was a lesbian and had been repressing it my whole life. Turns out I just fucking hate men in Portland.
Yikes. Gentlemen, nice to have you join me in my office. On my desk today is a new report for us to examine, so grab yourself a cup of coffee and let's get right in the topic at hand. The topic being, as she just said, she hates men. Woke woman gives up on dating. Now, I'll be honest with you, I genuinely thought she was a lesbian upon seeing her videos quickly. Might as well be if you hate all the men in your city, let's be honest with you. That behavior is just gonna follow you around wherever you end up going. Whether you move out of state, that is, or you move out of country. And no amount of ice cream is gonna help you with that. Now, just to further look into the mental capacity of this woman, I just want to show you a freeze frame of one of the other posts. So let's read. Do I actually enjoy having S3X with men, or do I do it as a form of punishment, self-harm, after years of trying to force myself to enjoy it? When in reality, I have deeply stored trauma, and my attraction to men is mainly based on me hoping that the next one can access that deep place inside of me to heal it. Even though that is not possible and something I have to do on my own. So yeah, that last little sentence is the only thing that made absolute sense to me here. No, it's absolutely nobody's job to help you through your trauma, and that's something that you have to deal with on your own, whether that's through a healthy means or you dealing with a therapist. It's just mind-boggling, man. You know, if I were choosing to date a woman like this and I saw this on their social media, I'd just run from the hills. I severely doubt that this woman's ever going to have a dating history given all the shit that she posts, and that's just your bad, you know? Nobody has to fix you, and you can only wait for so long before you realize Prince Charming isn't going to come and save you from the rabbit hole you've dug yourself in. Hey, it's sad but true. I have two longer clips for us to go over. I don't know if I'll get to both of them given they are quite long. Going to go into the body positivity one first as it's shorter, and then we'll see if we have time for the longer one. So, here we go. Let's touch and go and hear what her thoughts on body positivity is. Ugh.
There is a hill that I am prepared to die on today because I keep seeing these videos that just irritate the shit out of me. And it's videos of beautiful women who are just trying to make themselves smaller. They're trying to make their noses appear smaller and their faces smaller and their already small bodies smaller. And I don't understand why we still have this ongoing obsession with smallness, because it is a tool of the patriarchy. There is nothing in...
No, stop. No, no. Beauty is not the tool of the patriarchy. Beauty is a concept that's been understood for God knows how long, before even the concept of a patriarchy existed. You know, small, thin women with wonderful attributes were always seen as the epitome of beauty. It's not something that the patriarchy created. In fact, even fashion nowadays is mostly determined by women. Smallness is an indicator of good health, whereas bigness is usually an indicator of bad health. Like, how is it so hard to wrap your head around that? Like, has logic completely failed you?
inherently healthy about smallness. Smallness is not an indicator of good health. So I don't know why we still feel this need to just shrink ourselves down to try to just take up as little space as possible. What I want to see is fat women in full costumes just shouting and taking up as much space as possible in bold makeup and bright clothes, and just shouting as loudly as they can, because I promise you, your life will not be better the smaller you are. There is a hill.
Yeah, completely disregard anything that this woman says. I mean, it's not like we're here to follow her advice. We're just here to point and laugh. Of course, the first thing I think about when she makes that analogy is Lizzo, the incredibly overweight, loudmouth singer who's shaping the minds of young women nowadays. I think that she should just be jailed. She's part of the whole thought police here. And yeah, it's really nothing amazing at all. It's just allowing women to feel good about their choices, which they really shouldn't. Men get shamed for being big as well, so I think we should not have double standards and be not okay with being unhealthy. I do agree in a very slight sense that people that are aren't nourished well, suffer from malnutrition. There we go. That's unhealthy, but there's very few people like that, especially in a third world country like America where you're posting from. So, like, come on. Alright, we have time to get into the last take on boundaries. Let's see what she has to say.
This message is for anybody who has ever used the term boundaries in a conversation with somebody who's done something to upset you. I keep having to have this conversation one at a time, and I'm kind of getting tired of it, so I'm going to try to kill a lot of birds with one stone here. Boundaries are not an excuse or a justification for your controlling or manipulative behavior. If somebody has done something to upset you, especially if it's the first time, that is an opportunity for you to say, hey, you did this thing to upset me. Can we talk about it? Boundaries.
Yeah, so first and foremost, the thing that I don't like about her tone and this video is she's starting to sound like the thought police, saying what people can and cannot say, which, as we'll go over, seems to be the whole point of the video here. Ugh.
Are your personal framework for how you interact with the world. They are not how you determine how other people are allowed to act. When you say something along the lines of, hey, I was just enforcing my boundary, what you are ultimately saying is, I have decided what is acceptable behavior for you, and if you are not automatically able to...
In the relationship, you have to tack that on. That's so important. If you wish to be in a relationship with a person, it's completely, perfectly healthy to set boundaries. And those should be appreciated if you want to be in a relationship with somebody. They shouldn't have to tear down their walls to make you, put you in their life. Man.
Start adhering to these new rules that I am just now trying to enforce, and I'm not willing to have a conversation about it, you are the one trying to control and manipulate them, and that is on you. That has nothing to do with them. An example of enforcing a boundary looks like you saying, you know what, I'm not able to have this conversation right now. I don't have the emotional capacity. Could we try to have it at a different time when I am available? You don't get to decide how other people are allowed to act. You are allowed to decide what you will and will not tolerate.
Okay. But that's not a boundary, what she just mentioned there, as I've even had that, I've been in a fight with somebody and they've been like, I'm having a hard time talking about this right now. Can we reconvene some other time? Can I feel things out? And can we have a healthy conversation about this later? That is an absolutely healthy thing to do. Her saying that we can't do this is just ridiculous. no, you can't control a person, but you can come to a mutual understanding that if boundaries aren't respected in a relationship, then a relationship shouldn't happen. Is this the kind of thing that they're pushing on TikTok nowadays? It's just absolutely ridiculous. But either way, gents, I've been talking for about 10 minutes. This one is absolutely tiring me out with her crappy takes. She's too woke, she's gonna go broke, and she's gonna have a very unsuccessful dating life, and I don't think anybody's gonna want to be in that camp. Anyways, fiends, believe it or not, it's been a pleasure presenting my findings to you today, and if you liked my content, help spread it throughout YouTube by liking the video and subscribing to my channel. Turn on the notification bells, I'll have new findings for you every single day. Do comment down below the video with your thoughts on this creator, and any thoughts of mine that resonated with you, or any topics of discussion in regards to this video. Don't forget to visit Taylor's channel today as well to catch up on his content, as it should be posted momentarily. Until tomorrow though, thank you for watching, and always do your due diligence.